Hello YouTubers, Raven here, and welcome to the first episode of Behind the Scenes Uncovered Tutorials on short butts. Well, anyway, in this series, it's sort of a redstone let's play where you get to see the arduous work behind every beautiful contraption. Well, you'll see a more OCD and nerdy side of me, but I really do love redstone, and I hope that you guys would learn something, pick up some new techniques, or understand redstone better from this video. And so to get started, we would want to first pick the blocks we want to build with. So for me, I love to use snow because, well, snow looks good and it adds this fragile sort of beauty to my builds. And of course, gold. I mean, who doesn't like gold? Okay, so now on to building. So in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at how to make the double piston extender as well as other piston extenders. And yep, so the first step would be to see the sequence in which the blocks must be powered in order to extend and retract. So to extend, bottom piston powered, top piston powered, and to retract, obviously this must be unpowered first, followed by this, but the block would be stuck here, so you would want to extend and retract this piston as fast as possible. Just quick, yeah. So yep, here's the model of how it should be powered with the timings in between. And well, we should get started by making a sort of preliminary build, like before we compact it. Just make a simple one. So as said before, you want to power the bottom, and then one tick later the top, and just run a redstone line all the way here. Yep. Hang on a moment, given the hazy situation in Singapore, let's play it on short. Okay, so now if you try it, it would extend. Ah, interesting. Apparently the top piston does not have enough time to retract the block, and it's immediately retracted by this. So we would want this bottom piston to be extended a while more, such that to give the top piston enough time to retract that. So to do that, we can simply just add a delay. So it would turn on immediately but take a while to turn off. So immediately works. Not enough delay. Let's give that 2 ticks. Oh, now it's enough time for this to retract it, but yep, not enough time for this to retract this. Oops. Okay, so now it works. Now the next thing we need to do is find a way to send a signal that ons off quickly to this piston here. So to do that, when this lever turns on, we would say want a torch here to turn on then off. So while this is on, this will be off. But when this turns off, we want this to turn on. Then after a delay, it will be turned off by this torch here. So but this would have to happen 3 ticks later, after everything is retracted. So 3 ticks, same as this one. So oh yes, before I forget, make sure the signal gets out there. And so what happens is, when you turn it off, it will become like this after 3 ticks, and then this torch after another tick will turn on, and then at the same time as this, and then 1 tick later it would be turned off. Yep, So you send this quick 1 tick signal to the one on top, and it should work out fine like this. Okay, it works. So now we'll go on to compacting this. Now that we built a preliminary piston extender, the next thing you want to do is find out how to compact it and or make it faster or one wide. So the first thing I notice is that what you can do for extending is actually to immediately make without any delay send the signal up. Now normally let me just knock this out. This wouldn't work because the top piston will extend first before this can. Now what you can do is you shift hold on, shift this up one block. Let me try around. I can't remember, is it supposed to be that height? Yep. So what happened here, oops, yeah, this thing is still not activated, but anyway, so just for you to see it again, what happened here was that this piston had to push this piston up first before it can get powered by this. The half slab allows it to only be powered when the piston is up here. So this relies on the fact that the signal stays on, so it's like on time on target for the pistons to extend, and this is good because the timing might be even shorter than 2 ticks. So yeah, it makes it faster, and in fact with that you can decrease the delay on this to 2 ticks, since there's no longer a delay here, and this one as well, and this one as well. So now, yep, this should be even faster than before by 1 tick, so it's not really noticeable, but it matters to me. And yep, so this powers it like only when it gets up here. Yep. Then the next thing you do is that you would search around on the internet and see what other designs people have, because if you notice this segment here is actually a pulse limiter. So now the new term, pulse limiter, is a contraption which shortens the signal by turning it off after a set amount of time. So for this one, the torch turns on for 1 tick and is immediately turned on, effectively making a pulse limiter. So here are other designs of of pulse limiters. As you can see here, this one's quite compact. I found all these designs online. Yep. And the next thing is actually a falling edge pulse limiter. Falling edge meaning it only turns on when the signal turns off. Like this only works, like turning on, the torch will not be affected, it will not turn on, but when it turn off the signal, the torch turns on for a quick flash. Yep. Now before we continue with trying out all these other pulse limiters, when you get bored of doing this, you should go and try out some other designs, like this interesting observation here, whereby placing a torch here would power this piston, and with a block berth, this piston as well. And let's try what happens. And sadly, when you turn this on, although the torch turns off, it now powers the piston below. But when you turn this off, now this one's powered or this one's off, and which is actually cause this one can't extend when this one's extended. And now it works. But so let's take a look again. So you have to turn it off. You have to turn the lever on off, and then on. Ah, we might be able to work something out with this. And I guess this is because the retracting doesn't give enough time for this to extend. So actually, if I'm not wrong, yep, it becomes a block update detector. We shall try out this later. And here, huh, it works, but not enough time, so maybe we can route some delays to it. We shall try all these later. And another, oh, lag. Okay, another design would be something like this. Oh wait, no, sorry, one more block back. So yep, this is another pulse limiter. Yep, we shall shall build all the different designs now. However, I actually prefer not to use these pulse limiters because I do not like using too many pistons, and this one would give trouble when you're trying to make it one wide. So yeah, I'll stick to this one, but just to show you that it works, let's just use one of the simpler ones. Actually, yep, if I'm not wrong, this is set to 1 tick. So extend. Yep, it works fine. Extending and retracting. But yep, as I said, I would stick to the original design, which is pistonless. Yes. Really need a new computer. Hopefully my YouTube career takes off. This was set on, is it 2 ticks? Yep, 2 ticks. Okay, so now we should start compacting this. Let's start by shifting this lever forward all the way here. Okay, then whoa, well, seems to be that this is already rather compact. Huh. Let's see now, what else can I do? I shall make this more of a cooking show so as not to bore you guys to death. Anyway, the next step, so yeah, sorry for the long pause there, so I forgot what I'm supposed to do. So the next step would be to, let's just put this all the way forward, and you realize that okay, I'm sorry I didn't notice that, but you know, this is 2 ticks, 2 ticks, 2 ticks. So you can actually draw everything out from the same repeater. So let's knock all these out first. So say we put a repeater on 2 ticks here. So we want it to let's see, you can go into block, then redstone, so you should power the one at the bottom, and you want it to power a torch, and the signal would go here. So say a torch here, and looks decent, so signal should go there. And at the same time it should have another torch. Yep. and somehow this needs to run a 1 tick delay in here. Is there any compact way of doing it? Yeesh. This does not look compact at all. Neither does this. Gee, what happens if I just do this? Nope. What am I doing? Yeesh. How about shifting the torch? Now say, since I want to power this piston over here. That's interesting. Oh wait, sorry. No, it still powers this one, so shift it one block up. I want the torch to be here. So now I think that I would need to make use of half slabs here. So I want the signal to, no wait, yes, so I want a redstone line here to just pop up there, and this guy can have a 1 tick. But this gets powered, but thankfully it creates a block update. But if you do not like this bottom piston being powered, what I can do is turn this into half slab so the signal can come up, but yet the signal here will not go down there. So yep. But so this is rather compact already, and job well done in my opinion. And one interesting thing to note is that I was fooling around just now. This is another design for the pulse limiter. This is double edge, whereby on and off would toggle a 1 tick signal. And yes, so I was playing around with the timings here, and I realized it gives off a 1 tick signal. You see the quick flash of the torch, and you know that it's a 1 tick signal when sticky pistons push blocks out without retracting them back, which is a useful feature. But yes, the interesting thing here is that I don't need a repeater here. In fact, if I use a repeater here, it becomes longer than 1 tick. So yeah, there need not be any delay. However, if I were to try this out here, say, say make this torch, yeesh, irritating. Say make this torch, give a signal up here, all the way here, yes. So in theory that should have worked, since over here we showed that there is no need for any delay, but yet it did not work, which is one of the annoying things of redstone. Even though it works in some scenarios, it might not work in others, just because of some coding errors or something like that. And well, this is pretty annoying. So we have to stick to the slower design. I do not like that. Yep, with this 1 tick delay, so it actually takes 1 tick longer for this piston to extend and retract. So this is still not the fastest, but oh well, it's a really good looking double piston extender. well, I guess as homework for you guys, find out how to improve this pulse limiter here, such that the final retracting, like over here, is one tick faster. So, and this is a little bit of homework for you guys to try out. Yep, so I don't know, maybe you can make use of something like this, or make use of another piston to make a better pulse limiter. Then the next thing we want to do is, since this is rather compact and one of the fastest possible already, is making it one wide, because everybody loves one wide. It makes it aesthetically pleasing, makes it compact in certain situations, although it can be quite um, pancake in the sense that it will cut into the sides a lot. But one wide designs are good in the sense that you can tile them, or well, there's many other uses, but let's just take a look at how to make this design one wide. So if we want to do that, let's bring it up higher a bit so we can take a good look. Perhaps 2 more blocks. Okay, so once again, the block we want to extend out. Now, okay, let's put the lever here. Say, yep, so we can power this one. Then once again, we need to power this at the top. So to go about doing this, we would make use of this will block the signal here. So once again, half slabs would come in handy. So interesting. Let's see now. We want the signal to go to oh yes. Here. Yes, here, so that, yep. So let's run the redstone line, and voila, it works. Now once again, we need to keep this piston on for a bit longer, so I would say let's see now. We could either take the signal up from from below, or from here. Let's see if this would work. It works, so I don't need this. And make it shorter. Okay, then once again we need the we want a torch here. Yeah, actually, can we just grab the torch? No, that would not work. Interesting. Most interesting. Let's see. So we must have it here. Well, okay. That should do just as fine. So once again, we want the block behind here. Make it a half slab. Is there any way to pull this in closer? Oh my, that was a bad idea. Right. What happened? Ooh. Now, this is troublesome. This is Oh right, I don't even need the redstone to be here, since this, after 2 ticks, it powers this block powering this redstone, which points to this, so it would power the piston below. So I do not need a redstone dust here. So now that's out of the way, it should be fine. Yes, then I would need another. No, that's interesting. What if I put it here? No, it won't work. Here. Oh my. Where can I put it? No. Damn it. So now you'd want to place the torch to keep this torch off. So put it like this. Oops. Yeah. So put a half slab here. Put a redstone dust here, and a block on top. And voila, it turns off. So next would be a repeater here. Okay, so what happens is 2 ticks later, this is sent here, and wait a minute. What? Oops. Oh yes, it works. So yes, so when the signal is on, oops. Okay, when the signal is on, when you turn it off, 1 tick later, this will turn off. No, 2 ticks later, this will turn off first. The signal from here will turn off first, activating this torch, and 1 tick later, this will turn off, turning off this torch and giving this quick signal to retract the upper piston. And okay, yeah, and voila. So this is the white design of the double piston extender. So the other designs I will probably touch on it like on the next episode. And I hope you have enjoyed this. It's my first attempt at this series, and I thought I would like to show you how to design redstone contraptions instead of just following the tutorial. And yeah, I know it's a bit boring, but please do give feedback so that second episode will be more interesting. And thank you for watching. My channel has finally hit 999 views. I'm very happy about that. Did you know that 999 is 27 times 37? Okay, anyway, so see you. Bye.